So many. Yeah, Simba, Hello Kitty.
Daddy, look for the world tour.
That's crazy. Yeah. So even after a week, these guys are still here. And Deluxe. Yeah. Rangers. Wedge, Ray, and Jana. Craziness. And still here, Kyrie Sane and Wendy Richter still here. And that's it. That is it. Yeah. Going to Target, see what's here. I actually have an online order to pick up. But because this is Montgomeryville. Haven't been here in a very long time, so I might as well check out, see what's here as well. Finally seeing this guy on clearance for $12.50. And I don't need them anymore because I sold all of my solo figures. Let's see. All they have left is the Gamerverse Wave. But looks like they got in a case of these. Man, it's so tempting. I know I should buy it, but I don't have the money at the moment. Let's see. Multiverse animated. There's Green Lantern. And what do we have here? Because my son said he needs one thing. Oh yeah, he needs that one. There we go. Sling. Look at that. Finn Balor. How cool is that? Wendy. And Daniel Bryan. We got Wedge. 2 Wedges. The Lukes, of course. Jet Trooper. More Lukes. Yep. Guess that's it there. Let's go Funko NECA. Forgot about this end cap. Taskmaster, Spy Master, more Taskmasters. There's like 4 Taskmasters here. Yep. Wonder Woman, 3 of them. Oh, Drake, look at that. Pretty cool. I have these Gundams here. Oh, look at that, 18. And the Broly. Two-Face, Riddler. I don't see anything. Oh, look at that. There's a whole lot more. We've got, there's the gold suit. This is season 1 with a poster for only $5. Good Lord. That's incredible. $5. What's up, guys? How's it going? So, Stairway, we still have some edges that I still have to take care of, but it's coming along. Everything is moving along pretty nicely. Everything I painted twice so far, so there's not much left to do. Last time I didn't even paint this pillar, so it's going well. But I was able to move a lot of stuff back into place. Everything looks good so far. Even this area now. So it's getting there. Was able to hang up the posters where they originally were and fix these bookshelves a bit just to kind of make it a little bit more different, make it to more like a spot. Like this is my section of the basement, when technically this entire basement is mine. But we'll see what I can do much further with it. But let me just get situated and I'll tell you what I got and show off whatever I have from the mail. All right, guys, how's it going? So how's been your week? It's been a very easygoing week because the kids are finally out of school. There's not much to do anymore. So I'm trying to keep them busy. That's crazy. Instead of having them play Roblox on their iPad constantly all day. So, and that's funny because, you know, when I was a kid, I would just constantly try to play video games all day. Uh, but I have my own projects going on, as I just earlier stated. So we're just gonna, you know, keep on moving. I do have quite a few things here, but just a little bit of information. I'm actually wearing my Keystone Comic Con shirt right now. Um, and they just announced that they will not be moving forward with Keystone Comic Con in Philadelphia this year due to, you know, what's been happening in our world today. So, and remember, Keystone was part of the Reed Pop company. So they also do New York Comic Con. So New York Comic Con is in October. Keystone was in August. I can't help but think that New York Comic Con is not going to happen. So it is what it is. But that's just my opinion right now. We'll see what happens. It's unfortunate, but we'll look forward to 2021 and conventions. But I do want to take part in ToyCon New Jersey. I'm very curious about ToyCon New Jersey. I was curious about it last year. Now they're actually proceeding with it in August. I think it's the end of August. So I know that's like a really large toy show. It actually spans across 4 days, Thursday through Sunday. So very curious about it. I think I'm going to have to save a lot of money for that week because I've been told that it is by far a huge um, toy convention, especially where like NECA and Four Horsemen show up for that stuff as well. So we'll see what happens. But I'll keep you updated with that. Another update, June. It's already June. Can you believe that? June is actually my birth month. So my birthday is actually on the 28th. So next week, um, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to be working. That's one, because I work on the weekends. So I'm not too sure what I really have planned or what my family has planned. I'm not expecting anything because, you know, it's like my birthday every week because I usually pick up stuff at the store or through Mercari or whatever. So I'm doing what I want to do. But who knows? I could be wrong. They might plan something. And what am I? What else am I thinking about? Oh, of all things, Sunday. Happy Father's Day. I myself am a father. If you guys don't already know that, I have a boy and a girl. So to all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day. We It's tough, you know, being a parent is tough, but it can be fulfilling. So what I have, I actually was going through a lot of my stuff because I'm trying to like organize what I can here. Uh, this is temporary because I'm going to unbox this stuff because that stuff is actually going to go over there, probably on this tiered shelf right up there. So uh, I'm not sure. I got to figure that all out. But while I was, you know, organizing and putting stuff out, I found all of my old cards, and it felt great. So, for example, here is 92 Marvel Masterpieces, the very first Marvel Masterpieces. And I was such a stickler because look at this. If it looks familiar, at least this one, I cut out the wrapper and put them in here as like a placeholder for what this set is. Uh, so that isn't that I was very anal about a lot of stuff. Here's 1993 Marvel Masterpieces and 1994, all done by the Hildebrand brothers. Great painters that they were, or they are. I'm not too sure if they're still doing work like this. My Jim Lee X-Men set right here, and the X-Men Series 2 set right there. It's crazy. This was the 94 Flare Ultra cards. These were amazing because when I first started finding these cards, like they're a very thick stock type of card. Let's see, what was this one? Spider-Man. I didn't even cut the wrappers for this one. This is the Spider-Man set. Don't remember what year, probably like 94. Uh, the Fleer Ultra 95 X-Men set. This was a favorite of mine because I tried to collect all the bonus cards for this one. And then I did find my binders too. So here's my binders. There's quite a few sets in here. Like there's the DC. Here's the DC one. Oh, here's the 94 Fleer Ultra X-Men set. And oh, the Death and Return of Super. Oh, this is just the Return of Superman cards, along with Marvel Universe cards. You guys they look familiar right there. This was 92. They had a lot too. That was a lot of cards. Here's the newer one. Well, not newer, but this is the 93 Marvel Universe cards. And this is where, you know, the Marvel Universe cards where they created a whole 9-card picture for every page. Is amazing. I love these cards. I could never give them up. So this segues into, was like, what did I miss? And I got 2 packages right here. I bought cards. I bought cards because I was like, all right, you know what? There was when the time I actually stopped buying cards because it was more about comics, and then I started buying action figures. I was focusing more on action figures at that time. And then it was also high school, so I focused more on hanging out with my friends and girls. So that's really what I focused on the most. But these were Mercari purchases, by the way. So this set, what set was this one? So this was the X-Men set. So this was 96 X-Men. Or is it? No, this is something different. This could be, oh, this is X-Men Archives. So this was a 72 card set. I didn't, I'll show it off, probably Instagram, just to kind of show you what kind of cards these were. I kind of liked the idea of this. So this was in, oh, this is 2009 X-Men set. So 2009. So of course I didn't collect cards back then. I was working already, out of college, all done with that. The other box right here was, and this was cool because they actually provided this box for me. So this is nice of them. This was the 96 X-Men set, not Fleer Ultra, just the next 96 Fleer set. So I have, and this was all X-Men. And this one was unique because this was actually done by the Kubert brothers. If you don't know the Kubert brothers, that was Adam and Andy Kubert. I don't know if there was a third one. There could have been a third. Oh, Joe Kubert. That's right, because the Joe Kubert School of Art. So these were all drawn by Andy and Adam, most of them. Some of them by Joe. The only thing weird about this, even though I do like it because they're so unique in, you know, their style, especially with like Andy, because Andy did the run on X-Men back in the 90s right after Jim Lee. So he had a great style for X-Men as well. But it's the colorist or whoever did the coloring on all these cards is very different. It's not a lot of definition on it. So yeah, even here it says CGI on the back of it, as if that's the color artist who did these cards. Not a fan of it, but you know, I love X-Men. These look great. So I'm gonna put these all in pages. And now what's funny is, like, do I have the pages? No, I know I don't have extra pages, but I bought more pages. So I bought new BCW pages so I can put these cards in. Now I'm kind of torn because, you know, I put all these in boxes to protect them, and I want to put them more in pages. So I did buy a set of pages. These are like 25 pages that I would figure what I could put together. So there you have that. I was actually happy to pick these up and kind of enjoy them all over again. If you guys still have your cards, let me know. Or if you're actually collecting, if you guys collected in the 2000s, that's awesome. Because to be honest, I don't know where to buy cards anymore. I really don't. Because I I know there's a sports memorabilia store at our local mall, but I never really looked for cards, especially comic cards there. So eh, we'll we'll dive down that once I kind of get more interested in cards again. But this will keep me busy for a little bit. This was a Mercari purchase right here. I already opened the box because I had already taken out what was in it. This was a portable hard drive I needed for my PlayStation 4 because you run out of space so fast on that thing. And with Final Fantasy and Call of Duty, god damn it, Call of Duty, there's such a pain in the ass. It's like over 160 gigs worth of space. It's ridiculous. But got that. That's already entered in and installed. So I'm already moving along with that. Comic book pickups. I went to Wade's. Didn't film in there because you're not going to the store. This was all curbside pickup. Picked up comic books. Was picked up the new Batman 92. That looks really cool. If you didn't know what Batman 92 is, here is the variant cover by Stanley Lau, Art Germ. This is Punchline. Punchline is a new villain. I think she was more so introduced in Batman 89, and just moving forward with the storyline. And unfortunately, I was stupid. I didn't collect a little bit of Batman. I was like back and forth with Batman. So I'm just happy that I got this to kind of get to know who Punchline is. Also had the Joker. So this was a new release. Joker, all 100-page books, and there was like maybe 10 different variant covers. And I picked the Jim Lee variant cover because it's Jim Lee. Why wouldn't I pick Jim Lee for that? I could have picked the Capullo one, but I was happy with this one. So there's that one. Dark Knight's Death Metal came out, issue number 1. I know that was Greg Capullo as well, but I picked the variant cover by Stanley Lau, Art Germ, of course. Look at that. Look at that Wonder Woman. That's a great cover right there. So happy to see what's going on, or what's, after the Dark Knight Metal. So this is the continuation right here. I picked up, these were Mercari. This was Mercari. So I picked up some New Mutant books. This was New Mutants number 1. I don't have this cover. This is the regular cover of the New Mutants. This is, I believe, a, what do you call it? I'm not, yeah, you could call it a reprint of the original New Mutants number 1. And also have issue number 88 and issue number 91. The reason why I picked these up was because 87, I believe New Mutants 87 is the first appearance of Cable. And I'm trying to get that run of New Mutants, even though they're older, they're much older. This was directly 1990. So I'm trying to see if I can collect those books right there. And look at this. This is Rob Liefeld and McFarlane right there. So those are my comic book pickups. Happy with that. And 2 more packages to go, just to show you guys. This one was the GameStop. So if you guys remember my last video of my whole situation with GameStop, this is the other purchase that was kind of shipped but then delayed for like 3 weeks, which is unbelievable. I had to call GameStop again and tell them, hey, it says you shipped an item, but it never reached the post office. So what are you going to do about it? So they fixed it, and the moment I called, like the next day, all of a sudden it went to the post office. So I don't get it. I mean, I just want that I just want them to honor the Storm Collectible Marcus Phoenix for me. And hopefully I get that soon. But let's take a look at this. It's a big box, to be honest, and I guess I should be happy about that because it's in a box, just so like the actual product doesn't break. But that's what it looks like. There's the product, if you can see it right there. All these bags. So they actually packaged this nicely. Look at all these foam right there. But I picked up, because it was on clearance, the Figpin XL of Diva from Overwatch. So I've been collecting the My Hero Academia fig pins as well as the Overwatch fig pins. And this was the extra large ones. And this was on sale for like, I want to say $4, which is ridiculous for a fig pin. A fig pin XL, because fig pin XLs are normally $20 to $25, maybe even $30. So this is really cool. And I love it. It's a huge pin. I mean, fig pins are really cool as an item, but to actually utilize it for what it's meant to be as a pin is ridiculous, because that is a big pin. But look at the detail on these pins. They're really awesome, and I love collecting them. Just for, you know, the ones that I'm not going to go crazy collecting these things, but for clearance prices, why not? So this is awesome to have for the Overwatch set that I'm collecting. The last box is from someone who reached out to me on Instagram, and that someone is the Hooded Toy Hunter. If you heard of the Hooded Toy Hunter before, it's probably because he was mentioned in certain review videos that a lot of the reviewers have done so far. Reviewers that have done Marvel Legends. So this is the box that he sent. So he's over in Europe. He reached out to me because he wanted me to do a review video for an item that is in this box. And I was like, first of all, I was like, that's awesome of you, because I don't think highly of my videos, but for what they are, you know, I enjoy doing them. Just because they're different, and some people have reached out, said they liked it, and that's awesome too. So he said he wants to send this out to me, and I was like, that's great. And it's coming from China too, because the whole point of this thing to review was because this is a knockoff figure, and I have nothing against knockoff figures. They don't bother me whatsoever. To be honest, a knockoff figure, you're going to get what you pay for. And with knockoffs, there are some that are really good and some that are really bad. And if that's something that you want in your own collection and you want to spend the money on it, by all means, it's your money. You do what you want with it. If you're happy with what you bought, that's all that matters. And for him to send this over to me, because this particular figure I've always wanted, but I was never thinking of ever going to pay the inflated price on the secondary market, because it's just way too much. With that said, this is a knockoff of it. If you guys have any inkling of what I'm talking about, you're about to see it. So I already cut the tape through it all, and I didn't peek at it yet. So it's my first time opening it, and I will make a review video for it. I don't know how much I'm going to talk about it in front of me here, but I will still do a review video for it. So here it is. This is a knockoff of the Toy Biz Sentinel. Look at that. Wow. That looks really good. That looks cool as hell. So I am not the owner of a Toy Biz Sentinel. As much as I would have loved to have one, I didn't collect Marvel Legends back then during the Toy Biz era of 6-inch figures. I had Toy Biz of the 5-inch figures. So all the ones that were all on card. This that came in the clamshells to build a figure. Didn't collect figures at that time. So this knockoff looks really good aesthetically. It does. This is just me looking at it right now. It looks very nice. So let's see. It has a little bit of weight to it, but it does have articulation. So we will go over that in the video. But for what it is, that's not bad. I actually really like it. For a knockoff figure, I actually really like this. It'll do its purpose on the shelf of X-Men. So this will entice me more to decorate my shelf on how I want to do my villains and my heroes of X-Men. So that's cool. And there's a knockoff for you. Never had a knockoff figure. At least I never thought of... No, I never bought a knockoff figure before. But this is something that, you know, it was very nice of him to send my way to, and I'll do him the favor by doing a review video. I know others have done a review video on this specifically as well. But you know what? I'll try my hand at it. It's not bad. But there you have that, a knockoff Sentinel. So that is all of my pickups. But there was one more thing. I did have one more thing. And you guys should all be aware of it. If you're collecting the G.I. Joe Classified series, this app called Network had the exclusive to pre-order the G.I. Joe Cobra Commander. Specifically, what we thought was this version of it. I got an email saying it was a special edition, that this is a special edition figure. I still have that email. You guys already have heard all the crap that's been going on with it, because now they've taken back what they said and said, no, this you'll be getting, that the gold belt strap one is the sample version that Hasbro sent them. But they think they'll be shipping out the regular dark blue and black version of it. No matter what, that's fine. And the reason why it's fine for me, because I was one of the lucky few to be able to get a figure through that Network app. I was constantly pushing that purchase button on my screen, and it kept having a shipping error or whatever. It just wasn't working. My wife comes in 15 minutes late, pushes the button, and it's in her cart and she's able to buy it. And luckily, we had a $15 credit, because if you shared a code, which I did in my community tab, if you shared a code, I shared my code with my wife. So she had $15 and I had $15. I didn't use my $15 because I didn't buy anything, but she was able to use the $15 towards the G.I. Joe Cobra Commander. Total came to about $16, $15.94, something like that. That's with shipping. So she has one pre-ordered for me, but who knows which one I'll get. Are they going to give us, is Hasbro going to give them, I don't know. I have no clue. No matter what, whether it be the gold belt version or the black dark blue version, I just got it for $16. So that's better than retail price. I'll take it. It's not a big deal to me. It just sucks for everyone else that wasn't even able to get one, but then they were angry that they didn't get one. Then they're now happy that there's no variant figure for it. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with it, but all I know is I'm just happy that I got one for 16 bucks. I'll just stick with that, and whichever version I get is whatever version I get. But if you guys were able to get one, let me know. If you didn't, hey, well, let me know too. But that's it. This has been going very long. I appreciate you guys spending the time with me. Thank you very much. I hope to hear from you soon. So make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you hit the like button. Also the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for helping me reach up to 2,600 subscribers. I'm hoping you guys could help me out and help me reach to 3,000 subscribers. I want to try and reach that 3,000 subscriber goal. So that's good, 400 more subscribers. And I really hope for you guys that are watching that have not subscribed, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. But we'll go from there. That is it, guys. Appreciate you watching. Thank you. Can't say it more than enough. But I hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you on the next hunt.